Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Business Over Breakfast. Hey, Lori.
So good to see you. Good morning.
How are you?
Good. Should we tell the secret or not?
Yeah, go ahead and tell the secret.
The secret is we're pre-recording and I shall not tell a lie. I can't do it. It's not in my nature. It's like I'm never going to get through this show if we keep thinking it's morning.
All right. Well, yes, it's actually 7 o'clock at night, and I have one earphone in because I'm still producing a show.
I know.
For the governor. So you are going to do all of the heavy lifting as you usually do on this show.
You can go for it.
But I will be back, and I will join you as soon as this is over. And I'm really excited to hear more from our guests.
Yeah, our guests are amazing.
Take it away, Laura.
I will take it away. Okay, so our guests are Aft Helm, and it's a beautiful gift shop where you can buy everything Rhode Island, everything seaside, and such beautiful products. So I really want to bring on Lianne and Stephen. But before we do that, or you can do that, I really want you guys to know that Aft Helm was one of our beta testers, and we needed 20 of them because there's no way that you can get a decent site without actually going through the process of, oh, does this product actually work? And does this product actually ship? And so Lianne especially got us through all those hurdles and was our very first beta tester, got 50 products up on the site, beautiful products. So if you are looking for the site, look at Made in Rhode Island, look at gifts, look at arts, and the Aft Helm products are up there. So welcome, Stephen and Lianne. I can't tell you how exciting it is to have you both here. I can't thank you enough.
Hi, Lori. Thank you.
Well, good morning / afternoon.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah, I was thinking, oh, we can totally go through this and pretend it's morning. And then I realized, like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this.
You know what it is, Lori? The sun would be setting behind you, and it would be giving it away. So
I know. I'm watching the sunset over here. So
wouldn't give it away.
Thank you very much for joining.
Well, thank you for having us.
I really, I've already said that it was so important for us to get beta testers, and we were sending out newsletters like we do every week, and we're trying really to find some good testers that will take the job of being a beta tester to heart, because we needed help and it was really great. So like Lianne, I know we spent hours and hours on the phone and working through the trials and tribulations of getting your beautiful products up. And so I want to say the first cycle of products that we got up were your nautical flags, A to Z. Mm-hmm. And so for any of our viewers out there, if you know nautical flags and love them, it's very cool to create words with them. So let's just start there. How did you decide to even create hanging nautical flags?
Well, I'm in the background of printing. From silk screen pad printing to large format digital printing to, this is what I know and this is what I do. So we had an opportunity where some people were looking for some signs, and I know how to do it. So we decided to get some equipment and try to bring it in-house and see if we can kind of make it a small idea a little bigger and see if we can grow something based on the knowledge we have and what we're able to do.
Yeah, that's great. So so let's go back to whatever conversation you both had and what your background is and what kind of brought you to that moment where you said, you know what, let's do this.
I think it was kind of, we knew we wanted to do something, and it was kind of try to find that right niche that we like doing and something that we know customers would like and enjoy. And I think it actually spurred, we were walking through Target or one of these places, and we saw all these signs, and they're very generic signs. They're very nice, but they're generic. And we just said we could tailor this more to the local market, Rhode Island especially. And, we get a lot of demand for just like little villages in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Was the one that was really big, Weekapog. And we've done a ton of Weekapog signs and everything else. So we're really tailoring it to the local market, and people really respond pretty well to that.
So we found that niche market and went for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. And so you're Rhode Islanders.
Yes,
Are you lifelong Rhode Islanders?
I am. Yes, born and raised in Westerly, and now I live in Warwick.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was born in Dublin, Ireland, and then I moved over here when I was little. So basically a Rhode Islander at this point.
Yeah, your accent is definitely a Rhode Islander.
Yeah.
You don't have an Irish accent, but that's great. And so let's talk a little bit about just your roles and how you started. And so if you could just give us your background individually and your roles and your experience and what you do in your business.
So my whole entire career is in manufacturing in Rhode Island, from printing to coatings to even the jewelry world in Rhode Island. I have a big part of the jewelry industry in Rhode Island. Lianne?
I have a business background and project management and marketing. So
nice.
we combined the two and opened the business. So we both own the business, but we both kind of have our strong points. So Stephen does all the manufacturing and most of the design work, and
all the online marketing, Instagrams, everything is
the email, the website. I do all the website, all the orders, fulfillment, everything like that.
And customer relations when it comes to customized, because we do a lot of customized.
We do,
product.
A lot of personalization.
And with that, a lot of back and forth and emailing.
Can you guys talk a little bit about that in terms of, I always look at businesses and see like it's really cool that you have kind of the back end and the front end person, which every business needs. And I think that just shout out to the jewelry industry in Rhode Island, which has created so many amazing jobs and really good jobs. I mean, I was saying to a manufacturer that we work with, it's too bad that Rhode Island isn't focusing more and more of their energy on the manufacturing sector, because there's so much great experience and such good jobs here. But I'd love to hear a little bit about just the customized orders and how that comes to you, and do they all come from Rhode Island, and kind of like how does that flow within your business?
Yeah, so on our website, you can actually email us direct and ask for customization. We actually have some generic type, I don't want to say generic, but
personalized
some options that's for sizes and everything else that you can click on, and you just type in the field of what wording you want. But we'll actually even go further than that. We'll actually, if there's something you really need that you don't or want that's not on the website, we want to listen to our customers. We want to get feedback any way possible to see if we can get a better product or give them what they really want. So we're open to ideas. We're open for suggestions. And so there's a contact info@afthelm.com. And we'll answer any questions, and we'll even send up mock drawings to make sure they like what they see, and then we'll make it.
Wow. How do you get the drawing I see right behind you, Lianne, like the maps and things that you put together? Like how, I guess I'm envisioning like one night of saying, what will our products be? Because you have the sign products, you have the nautical flags, you have these beautiful like map type products, and
so you want to answer that?
So some of it is we come up with the designs, what we call our core designs, which are all either nautically designed, focused, or just Rhode Island based, like the home sign behind us. Yeah. However, we also work with some local artists, and we reprint their artwork on our boxes. Yeah. So it looks like a water painting, and we reprint it on the box.
Yeah,
right? So you can see that's the Ocean House, and this was actually drawn by a gentleman named Daniel Kenyon. and he gives us the rights to do it. Great partner, great guy. He sells his own prints that you go on his website as well, and we recommend doing that. And basically, we can reproduce full color graphics directly onto wood. And
oh, it's directly on the wood. It's not covering the wood.
Not covered. It's directly on the wood.
Wow, that's really cool. Oh, that's beautiful. What would you say is like your flagship offer? Like if someone says, well, like what I go to Aft Helm, like what should I buy? What do you sell most of?
So that's a great question, and depends on where you are, right? So we're in stores that sell our stuff, and each store sells more of one thing. This is really popular right behind us. We sell a ton of those.
Yeah.
The home sign?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Just, it's very simple, but yet it works. We sell a ton of those. In store is, it's a very hands-on product where people see it, like to touch it. It's hard for people to kind of represent what they're getting online. And in stores, it just seems like sales are definitely better in stores. Customization is definitely all online. Our sales are definitely online, basically customized.
Yeah. And all over the country, actually.
Yeah.
Really?
Not just Islanders.
Yeah, I don't know how people find us, and we ship all over the place, and it's crazy. Yeah.
Do you think you're shipping to Rhode Islanders that are just living in other places?
So. I think
it's possible.
Yeah.
Yes.
But even some of the customization, people are coming out to us and say, "Can you do this?" And we're like, "Sure." We just did one where someone's pet passed away.
Yes.
And they asked, could we put their pet directly on a box and say a photo and whatnot? We said, absolutely. And we did that, and that was their little keepsake.
Business right there. Oh man, wow, that's really amazing, actually. So how did you decide on the name? So I'm going to guess that you guys are sailors, but I don't know. I mean,
we're wannabe sailors.
Okay, wannabe.
We're in the sailing world. We do belong to a yacht club. We, whatnot, but we're not, not good sailors. How about that?
That's
Do someday.
So I live right next to the Rhode Island Yacht Club, so I always appreciate Tuesday night sail race night where we can just go and watch the sail races. But yeah, I
appreciate what they do.
Yeah, it's very cool. So when you start your business, or as you work in your business, how many years has your business been around?
About 2 years, actually. We started August 2019, so right before COVID.
Yeah, but just a small business. What happened during COVID? So what was the maneuvering there?
So most of our sales online weren't affected, but the sales and the reorders for all the stores, the product in the stores definitely went down because all the stores had to close.
Yeah.
So there were no reorders of inventory that we should have seen, for the last for that year.
Yeah. Yeah.
But most of the stores are back now, so we're kind of catching up, but we definitely saw a decline of sales just from the stores.
I mean, like most businesses, I think that a lot of, Shop Local Rhode Island was actually started, as you probably know, as a directory for small businesses. And we ended up creating this directory, getting 2,000 businesses on, and then saying, now we have to make sure that we're generating revenue for them. And it just kind of turned into this thing that it wasn't at the beginning, And so I know that happens in business all the time because you're responding to whatever the market needs. So I'm wondering, as you open your business and you start with this one thing in mind, and then the pandemic comes along and customers want customization, are there things that you learned in those kind of shifting patterns that you think might help other businesses as we kind of approach this next new wave of weirdness and how this is going to play out?
I would say be open. Be open to change, new products, a new category, whatever it may be. We started with the home goods product, And we moved into adding some bracelets now. It's a similar process, but a whole different category for us.
Mm-hmm.
And just something that, businesses should be open-minded to different challenges that would bring new doors.
Yeah. I mean, I think as we talk about manufacturing, it's funny because you hear so often, oh, well, we always do it this way, or we have to do it this way, or this is the way, and they always look backwards as opposed to, oh, but this other thing is happening in front of us. And so we can shift in any way we want or need to. But I guess it's that shift, that change, that being open to like, oh, geez, I'm jumping off the cliff right now. And that could be an issue. I mean, it's really fear.
It is fair.
Yeah.
And
So
go. Yeah, we're not, we don't know it all as far as what the customer's feedback is going to be. There's some things that I say are not going to work and they work, and there's some things I think they're going to work and it doesn't work. So it's really putting it out there and let the customer feedback really drive which direction you're going to go. But you just can't be afraid to try it. Try it and then see if it works or not, and you can always pivot from there.
Yeah, that's kind of what we did with Shop Local. We when I started it, I said to Scott, we just need to give businesses a platform to communicate, because that's my skill. I do all the content, all the marketing, all the communication. And so we created this platform, and again, I mean, our hope in the next few years, and I'm going to ask you like what your hopes are, is that this does change a pattern of behavior for buying in Rhode Island. So we are, if I don't go out to a shop that has your products, I know I can just say, let me just see what's on Shop Local, and I can go shopping there and buy whatever I need there. So when you guys look forward, what do you think about, like what would be your best case scenario in the next 2 years?
Best case scenario, just keep growing. What we did in 2 years, we went from, the ground floor to where we are today is actually amazing. We did a lot in 2 years, which is quite amazing. So we just want to keep growing. We want to, right now we're taking every profit, we're putting it right back into the business. We're 100% just reinvesting in everything. We're buying more equipment. We're just moving forward and trying to just keep pushing it, see what the limits are.
So what do you think is like a day in the life at Aft Helm? Like a typical day for the business?
Well, that depends on the day. Every day is a little different, I will say this.
I think that's the true entrepreneur life. It's like we never know. But yeah, every day is day one. But typical day or best case day?
Every day changes from it could be just orders from the website. It could be, from X to some days that it's, more than we even know what to do with. And we're spending weekends just trying to play catch up. Yep. There's a lot of time. It's, every single,
because we build all of the product as well. So we take it from wood, cut it, we sand it, we paint it, stain it, whatever it may be. So we go from the ground up. So most weekends,
it's a lot. It is a lot of work.
Yeah, you got to love it if you're doing it on the weekend. Yeah.
We'll just, if there's an order, we'll stay up and we'll just get it done.
Yeah. Oh, I love that, because I think a lot of small businesses feel that way. Or, Ben and I talk to so many small businesses and they say, we'll get it done. And we say to clients, like, even based on design or budget or whatever it is, it's like, you know what, we're just going to make it work. We're going to get it done and we're going to become partners in this. And that is the beauty of small business, I think. Yeah, no, that's great. So Lianne, I have an important question for you. No, I just want to hear. So when you did all the onboarding of the products with us, you were the first. So you saw us at our novice level education around the site, trying to, get through it. And I just would love to hear, like, your experience, and you don't have to say like, oh, it was wonderful. That's not what I'm asking, but I want businesses that are thinking, should I jump in? Should I get my products up on the site? I just love to hear like what your experience was in terms of getting the stuff up there.
Sure. Yeah, I think getting the product up there wasn't as bad as it seems. The export document, the export document definitely is helpful. I also like that you can keep the photos stored on like in your profile. So if you need to just upload them all at once, and then you can grab them one at a time and add them to all the product. I think that's very helpful because I obviously use other platforms and that's not an option at other platforms. So I think that's helpful. Yeah, I mean, I have about 50 items up there and it really didn't take that long to upload all the items.
Yeah, that's really good to hear. You know, you are the only vendor so far that has used the spreadsheet to upload all those products in a bulk upload.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I agree. I think it's I think if we find more vendors that are willing to just jump in and say, I'm just going to at least get the framework of the product up there.
Yes.
I also love that the media browser on the site allows you to just drag all the photos in. So you can just drag them from your desktop right into your library. And then you have your own media browser library that you can choose. I think one of the things that I like for our vendors as well is that they can set an alert. So if you know that you have like 20 home signs, you can get an alert when that number goes down to, oh, there's only 3, you've sold those and there are 3 left. And so you get an email to say like, okay, this is kind of an inventory check-in.
Yes, I like that option as well. You can go in there and just basically say, alert me when there's 5 left. And then that way you never run out, or a vendor would never run out of their product on that website. I did find that having all the information to put into that spreadsheet ahead of time was helpful. So, knowing what you want to name all your products or the sizes or anything like that, that helped me use the spreadsheet faster. And it's just faster to add all the items in that way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Repeating the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. I think the biggest challenge that we're finding is getting the vendors. Now what I say to vendors is get your Stripe down, get your Shippo down. For me, as I watch it, that seems like the biggest hurdle. But once the, you got to get paid and you got to be able to ship, then I think the product stuff is easier. But I love the spreadsheet piece too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't really think of any other issues. One of the things that we find on the site now is companies want to see their products up. And so products are coming up, but they're not attached to any shipping or Stripe. So to me, that's like, it's nice to see your products up, but if someone wants to buy them, they're just not available for you. So
right. It'll say like not available for shipping or something.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely should be the first thing you do.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm learning.
Set up Stripe, set up the Shippo, and then you can add everything from there.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that we do in these interviews is really have the businesses hopefully teach other businesses about just what the challenges are, and like you say, be open, or using that spreadsheet. That's the first time that this has come up, and it's a great reminder. So I would say for the businesses that are listening this morning, to really think about that, because you're right, putting all your information in a spreadsheet is a lot easier than hitting save and then going back and then hitting save. It all comes up and it's there, and you just start working from there.
And if you need to make a change, like a multiple change, say you need to increase the price of everything, or you decided to change the size of everything that you offer, you could just update the spreadsheet and then re-upload it, and it's going to automatically change all of the items instead of doing it one by one.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So what do you think is next for Aft Helm?
We're gonna keep growing. We're gonna keep, you know, like I said, we're gonna keep investing, and we're just gonna see how far we can take this thing. And you know, we're starting with, you know, simple signs and everything else, but I don't think that's the end. I think that's the beginning. And we're gonna get into more products and different products. You know?
Yeah, we want to build a brand, basically.
Yeah, it's great. Your stuff is beautiful. Well, I wish you the best of everything. I really do. And it's so funny as I'm looking at that home sign and you were talking about it, I'm like, well, I need that in my house because I'm looking at the water here. I'm looking right there at the water. And your stuff is really gorgeous. So I'm just encouraging everyone to go and check out. You can go on the site, search for Aft Helm, and all of your products come up. You don't have to go searching for, you know, made in Rhode Island. You can put in the information. Your company listing comes up. Your website comes up. You can purchase on either place.
Absolutely.
But I can't thank you guys enough. I see Ben never came back. He never came back to the party. I don't know if he can hear us or not. I feel like we should all be having a glass of wine right now. Oh man, let's see where Ben is. So what if you're thinking about your business? So like when you go from having a job to being an entrepreneur, I'm going to go back into so what do you think? I always think that there's a special personality of an entrepreneur. I guess I would say, like, what do you think that's about?
It's very risky. It's about taking a risk. And I think that's hard for a lot of people. And, you know, it's we've talked about it, you know, we invested some good money, everything else. And it's kind of like, if you're going to do it, it's either now or never, or, you know, and that's basically it.
Right.
You know, you can always keep thinking, I should, I could have, would have, but if you don't try it, at least, you know, put your best foot forward.
Yeah.
That's the toughest.
There are, yeah.
As well, a good work ethic, a good drive, and just loving what you do. Also,
and that's actually one of the things I think is if you are an entrepreneur, you're going to work for your customers, and so if you end up working 7 days a week, you better love what you're doing. I think that most entrepreneurs do actually love what they do because they create it. They're creators and they run the business as well. Yeah. So do you have a wood shop somewhere?
So that was the part that we were missing this whole thing is we know the printing, we know how to do the coatings, we know how to do everything. And we had to learn how to, you know, do wood. So that was we invested a lot of money in equipment for you know, wood.
Need the right equipment.
Yeah.
So we're getting into that. So that's the new part for us, but it's somewhat easy. The printing and everything else is the, you know, trickier part, I would say.
And do you have employees?
No,
just
me and I.
Just you two. So what do you think? When do you think you're going to be like, all right, we're good. We're just doing this thing and nothing else?
I don't know what that looks like. I don't know when we say there's no number, there's no, I don't know. I just don't know what that looks like.
I think when the day comes, we'll know.
We'll know, right?
We'll know and just look at each other and say, okay, here we go.
Yeah. What do you think is the biggest strength in your business?
Our ability to do a lot of things. You know, coming from manufacturing, especially in Rhode Island, a lot of connections and everything else. We know how to get things done. So a lot of resources. That's
great. You guys, I mean, it's really cool what you do. Your stuff is great. I can't thank you enough for coming on. I'm going to hope that Ben figures out, I don't want to keep you too long. So Ben we're going to edit this. So I'm going to say.
We don't need to edit it. I'm back.
We don't have to edit it.
I'm back. We just finished
Oh,
We just finished an incredibly long community conversation. So if you want to go back to the governor's page, you can probably figure out what day we recorded this.
goodness sake.
Anyway, thank you guys just so much. Don't tell anybody that I was listening to this show while the
I was
other
going to
show
say,
was
we can
happening.
repeat the whole thing again. We can do the whole.
Can we start over?
We can
Not
start.
at all. Not at all. What's one thing that you guys would like to leave everybody with?
Yeah, definitely check out the website here. I do think supporting local business with this 1,900 to 2,000 businesses on Shop Local Rhode Island, support each other, great networking, collaborations, whatnot. Talk to each other. Reach out to us. We'll help anybody, and just keep pushing. That's it.
Yeah. So Ben, you ask a question and I'm like, oh, wait. Okay. So we had Block Island Coffee on earlier. And one of the things that she said was when she reached out to other businesses and other people in the state, they were always willing to help for, just out and helping. And as you say that, like you're willing to help as well. Like, I think that type of community is so important because it's a community based on doing what you love, using your skills to create it and make it happen, but then making everybody prosperous in that. And so that, I think, is the fun of it. And that's one of the things I love about the site. So I appreciate that a lot.
Totally agree. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Ben, you got another question?
I just first of all, I am very excited I need to go back and listen in more detail because I want to do you exclusively make custom made it's not exclusive, but you will make custom.
Yep.
Okay.
We have a full category of all personalized custom items.
Yeah. I mean, I need to look into that because I'm obsessed with giving customized gifts because they're just the best gifts.
Yeah.
And I really love everything that you guys do. So I'm super excited to explore that. And check out everything that you have on Shop Local as well. So that's it. That's it for me. Yeah.
How about, I feel like we're good. I think it's a wrap.
Well, thank you guys so much. Do you want to tell everybody where to find you one more time?
Obviously, you can find us on Shop Local Rhode Island. Type in Aft Helm, all products come up, and afthelm.com.
All right. Thank you so much.
Ben and Laura, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
See you.
Lori, thank you for being a champion.
I've had a long day.
No, it's fine. They seem amazing, and I'm so sad that I wasn't able to be here for the majority of that conversation. But I'm glad that you were, and I'm glad that you were, all of the listeners at home. Make sure you check out the podcast, or if you are checking out the podcast right now, which is available on Apple, Spotify, anywhere that you find podcasts. You can also check out the live show that you can see the beautiful video version, either on the Shop Local Rhode Island Facebook page or the Shop Local Rhode Island YouTube page. And of course, you can go to shoplocalrhodeisland.com for an ever-growing marketplace that brings our community together and gives you all the convenience of shopping online and none of the guilt.
I love it. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you. Lori, how was your day? We didn't get to chat at the beginning. How was your day?
Yeah. No, my day was great. It was very busy. We got our newsletter out, so we're starting to get companies to come together where we have a collaboration with ABC Channel 6 in Providence, and we're doing a big back to school push. So we're trying to get the companies that have products for any type of back to school extracurricular activities to get their products up and allow Channel 6 to showcase them on television.
What day is it right now? Like, I know what day the date is that we're filming this, but what day is it? Like, pretend.
Oh, the pretend day, it is August 17th, and the the ABC Channel 6 Back to School campaign has just started. It just started 2 days ago.
Awesome.
And any companies that are on are going to be on TV.
And I just finished an incredibly successful Washington County Fair. And
Yeah.
it was lovely. And I want to thank the fair committee. And I'm exhausted, and I'm going to take a vacation now.
Yeah. And
now the fair hasn't happened yet, but I can guarantee that those will be my thoughts.
Yeah, yeah. And here we are, Back to the Future.
All right. Thank you, Lori. This was
Ben.
fun as always. And
Thank you so much.
StreamYard changed the way that they do things on the side panels, and I don't love it. And I complained about it today.
Oh,
I have way too many. They don't make it for me. I do way too many shows for way too many people. And there's like,
which is a good thing.
yeah, but so now everything's in like a list instead of like visually more appealing, where I was able to, and now that everything's in a list, it matters that I have 100 different videos on the side rather than being like more grouped. Anyway, that's my formal complaint to StreamYard. Get it together, guys. But thank you, Lori.
Today, they've actually gotten it together.
Maybe they have.
We'll have to see.
Maybe they have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So check out Shop Local Rhode Island. Thank you guys very much. Thank you, Lori, and thank you, Aft Helm.
Yes.